So hello, welcome back to another episode of Seasons 4. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of an update on all the cars. So we'll start out with the newest addition that isn't going to be here that long. I'm going to be selling this car fairly shortly. I'm just waiting for the registration documents to come. I've registered it in my now, just actually need to wait for a physical V5, physical piece of paperwork to actually come in the post. So how did I end up with this car? Well, I sold my Alfa Romeo recently, my Brera, and I was looking at selling it, and basically my friend who lives down south, lives in Devon, wanted to buy the Alfa. He'd been to another couple of cars, messed about a bit, and he basically said, would you consider straight swapping this Honda for the Alfa? And they both were about the same, so I said, yeah, actually this will be quite a good sell around here, because we live in the countryside. Every other car pretty much is a 4x4 of some sort, or a pickup. So I think this will sell quite easily around here. So it's an easy sell for me, to be honest. So the Alfa has been swapped. I didn't quite sell it for cash, so I haven't swapped it for this. So I'll get the cash out of the Alfa out of this. So it's a little bit more complicated, but you know, it's all going to work itself out in a roundabout way. So while we're on about daily drivers, the B class, nothing much to report on that. Just keep cleaning it every so often. It's got to go for a service MOT. We're not until September, so we've got a couple of months left on that. So yeah, that's all going well. Let's go move to the more interesting stuff inside the barn though. So let's move on and talk about the SL. So I've been doing a couple of bits and pieces. I'm still trying to chip away at doing this soft top cover. If you haven't seen the videos, I'll summarise the sort of saga I've been on with this. This soft top cover was stuck down. I've been also trying to get it all working so it all works properly. Managed to get this side unstuck, but the wiring and the connectors has all been a bit of a pain because it's all been messed about with, because this bit is actually part of an electronic system someone's fitted aftermarket. Been a little bit of a pain, to be honest. It seemed to take a lot longer to sort than I initially thought it would, but hey ho. Anyway, I've got to order one more part for it, and hopefully I can fit it all back together and it's fine. So I need to actually crack on with this. I lost a tiny bit of enthusiasm, but I actually need to go and get it done now. I've got to get the enthusiasm back into this job. There is a little bit of a like a sort of connector under here that I actually need to find and replace. I'm having trouble finding it in the UK, but there is a company in Germany that's got 3 or 4 used ones for sale, so I might have to bite the bullet and pay about 20 quid postage and get it sent over here. So that will get sorted hopefully next couple of weeks, hopefully. The other news that I've been out in the SL for a little bit, doing a couple of shows. I went over to Wagley Hall, which is near Ulster, sort of Stratford-upon-Avon way, in this car for the Father's Day show. I took my dad out in it, and yeah, we had a fantastic day. So on the day, we did have a little walk around the show. We took a couple of fasts with us and tea, and we also sat at the back of the car. We had to chat with quite a few people about this car, and everyone was very complimentary about it. Lots of people seemed to like the colour, which, as I've said, it's grown on me as well. I originally wanted the bright red one, but this colour really has grown. Plus, being metallic as well, it just looked quite nice. So we had lots of comments about that. Yeah, and it was just a nice day overall. Really enjoyable. So hopefully there'll be a few more shows I'm going to get this one out to, local events. So it's still running really well at the moment after my little bit of a tweak under the bonnet. I'm really pleased with the way it's running. It's running nice and smooth, not stalling anymore. So that's the magic of YouTube mechanics there, really. So yeah, that's my plan for this year. Is keep using it, keep driving, taking lots of local shows and events, take as many as I can, really. I've got to fix this soft top, which is just dragging on a little bit. I just need to actually get it done and get this across the line now, and just, yeah, use and enjoy this car going forward this year. So let's move on to the SLK now. This has had its MOT, which in the UK we have to get every car checked over between 3 and 40 years old for a roadworthy check. So I dropped this down the road. They did an oil and filter change, and it also had an MOT, and it thankfully, amazingly enough, for a car with it's 26-year-old, done 105,000 miles, it passed with no advisory. So I was really impressed with that. But to be honest, I wasn't really worried about this car. I knew it would pass. Last year it passed with no advisories. Hasn't really done much mileage since then. So I sort of knew it should be okay. It still drives nice, still feels nice. I thought, yeah, it's going to hopefully pass, fingers crossed. So I wasn't really too worried about it. So I'm happy that it's passed them. So the only thing I've sort of looked at was the mileage that it's done. So it's only about 600 miles since this last MOT last year, which isn't really quite enough. I need to put a bit more miles on this car. I think the year before I did 1,200 miles, so just a bit of a comparison, really. So I do need to get this car out and about a little bit more. We are now well into show season. I have taken this car out a couple of times to a couple of shows. I think about last week up to Chelsea Wharf for the cars in the valley. Lovely evening out. So, but yeah, other than that, not really much drama with the SLK, which is what I quite like about cars. This car's never really caused much drama, to be honest. Yeah, as much as that would be great for you guys that have had some big disaster, I'm not going to make something up. I'm quite pleased to report actually this car's very good and it's going to do me over another few years of service without any further issues. So we'll finish off with this car. This is my partner, Nissan Figaro. Had a bit of work done under the bonnet recently, maybe service, camber, water pump, all that sort of stuff. Just gave you a big service. A couple of little bits I had done as well. I had to have 2 new rear shocks on the back as well. So I did all that. I think I did an update on that last video. This month has gone down for its MOT, which did initially fail on a few minor little things. The washer jets weren't working. The lights were also having an issue. I fitted a new bulb and it blew after a couple of days. Turned out that it was someone who fit an aftermarket xenon package or something. And basically it was too powerful for the standard bulbs that we were trying to put in. So they've managed to find the original wire and actually plug it back in. And we're going to, I've left the xenon little parts plugged in for now, but I'm going to have to go out and sort those out at some point, just remove them. They're all disconnected. I have physically to remove them. Now, we also had an issue with the rear fog light. That wasn't working. Anyway, managed to all get it sorted, managed to get it working. It's got through an MOT with no visors now. So hopefully that's the last little bit of work we're going to be doing. Certain mechanical work to this car. There's a few little bits of cosmetic that we're going to be doing, cosmetic bits and pieces around the car we're doing over time. But yes, mechanically now, this car should be sorted until next year now. We have to put it through another MOT. Hopefully, fingers crossed anyway. So yeah, just a little update on the Figaro to finish off with. The barn is still looking good. Small improvement I've done. I found this shelving which we weren't really using for anything down the base. I think it was in here. An extra bit which I've sort of cut off. And then I'm using it now, storing the car covers on. So I've labelled them up so I know when I take the car covers off, because occasionally I do have to get the SL out, and that means I have to get the other 2 cars out and I have to take the covers off them. And it can get a bit confusing on which cover is which. So I've just put these little stickers on the side so I know which car, which actually seems to be working quite well at the moment. It fits sort of nice and snug into this corner as well. So there's a little bit of an update for you, all the cars, what's going on with them. A few MOTs, getting them out and about, enjoying them while the good weather's here. Hopefully there'll still be a few months of good weather, so I'll still get the cars out and about. So I will be filming some of the shows that I go to, and I will be doing filming on the cars throughout the year. So there will be various bits on each car coming out. So I know some people like SL content, some like SLK content. So there will be bits and pieces coming out. So I'm going to, once I've sold the CRV, try and keep down to the 3 cars. So this one, the SL and the B-Class, will try and keep down to 3 cars, but I'm not making any promises on that. It's a bit like some people go for a cheeky Nando's. I go to a cheeky car auction and do a cheeky bid, unfortunately. I need to get out of the habit of that. So we're also getting quite close now to 1,000 subscribers. It was 894 were currently at the time of filming. I think this will be coming out next week from the time that I filmed it. So who knows, we might be at 900 by that point. That'd be really good if we get to 900 by the end of June. That'd be fantastic. Still a few months away, probably from getting to the magic 1,000. As I keep mentioning, I will be doing something to celebrate 1,000 subscribers, but I'm not going to say too much. It probably might involve the SLK, but we'll soon find out about that. Anyway, if you could subscribe to the channel, it'd be fantastic. If you already subscribe to the channel, thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button. It does mean a lot to me. It's great that I have a little community building up on this page, but it's also good as someone who likes numbers to see a little bit of steady progress and to see those numbers and give myself a little bit of goal as a number, something I can actually physically measure. It is so nice. So much I appreciate you guys actually commenting. I know you guys like watching the videos, and it's nice to put names to faces, and it's nice that people comment and help out when I've got a problem with the car, and that's fantastic. But it was also nice to have that number sort of goal in my head and see me creeping up towards it as well. So that's my June update video complete now, although it might actually be a week or so to actually get this video out with what we've got scheduled at the moment. There's certain videos I want to get out before I get my update video out, so it might possibly be pushing into the beginning of July. I'm trying to do these little update videos more at the end of the month, so I can just give a summary of each of the cars, what's happened. Some of the stuff like the MOTs aren't necessarily worth mentioning on their own, and if I go to a show I don't necessarily mention it. I might just include a little bit of footage in the walk around video that I do. So yeah, anyway, I like to give a little update for each of the cars So each car gets featured at least once a month on the channel. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. So thank you for watching. It's going to be goodbye from me, goodbye from the SL, and we'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.